In terms of cuts, I think at this point, we have to be open to every possible avenue we could take.
Yeah, so the pandemic creating enrollment and budgetary shortfalls at IPS. This as districts across the state are making changes to curb and track the spread of COVID-19. We've got team coverage tonight, and we start with News 8's Julia Dang. Julia.
Phil, here at Indianapolis Public Schools, they are looking at a budget shortfall of $15.3 million. Now, the superintendent did not rule out the possibility of staff or program cuts, but she didn't indicate what or who could be first on the chopping block.
We're managing through a point in time that none of us have had to manage through before.
IPS Superintendent Alicia Johnson facing tough questions after reporting a major budget deficit caused by declining enrollment.
Just to say the actual words that no one wants to say, are we looking at potential staff reductions?
There are still a lot of unknowns.
We do know that IPS enrollment is down 3% since last year when the district's new schools are factored out. Because Indiana schools are funded on a per-student basis, it adds up to a deficit of more than $15 million. Johnson noted enrollment is declining at districts nationwide amid the pandemic. In Indianapolis, the biggest drops are at the pre-K and kindergarten levels.
So the hypothesis I've drawn is that families made the decision to not enroll their child into the formal K-12 system this year, given the fluctuations that have happened in school learning, out of school learning.
But IPS enrollment is down at every grade level K through 6. Johnson pointed to homeschooling. She's now pushing back against plans that would further slash education budgets. Some state lawmakers have recommended reducing funding for districts that don't return to in-person instruction.
Highly inappropriate and highly out of touch with what is actually happening in schools.
Johnson also calling out Indiana State House rules that don't require lawmakers to mask up.
We're going to be very cautious
as IPS schools prepare to shut down on Monday.
If we're going to be in this together, then I think it's important for us as leaders, myself included, to model what we expect those around us to do.
And location does seem to make a difference. In grades K through 8, enrollment is up in the northwest part of the district, but it's down in the southeast portion. Live downtown, Julia Dang, Wish TV and WishTV.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook.